Standard 6. General Science, Chapter number 2. The Living World. Can you recall? List the things seen in the picture. Say whether they are living or non-living things. Answer. Living things: girl, boy, tree, dog, hen, chickens, grass, flowers, birds, etc. Non-living things: house, book, kite, box, bucket, ball, clouds, fan, lamp, cupboard, etc. They show some similarities and some differences. Yet, with the help of certain such features are said that to be the living things. These features are not seen in non-living things. Such features are said to be the characteristics of living things. Let the young one these characteristics. The adults in the picture. Answer. Young ones are smaller in size, height and weight. They are dependent on their mother. Adult animals are strong and can stay independently. The adult feeds by itself. Young ones are immature and they keep on playing. Adult becomes serious and searches for food and other things. Growth. A baby grows up to become an adult person, woman or man. During the period of its growth, the baby gains in height, weight and strength. In the same manner, all animals grow into adults in a certain period. Generally, humans require 18 to 21 years for this growth. Find out how long it takes for the young ones of hens, cows, and dogs to grow into adults. Try this. Tie a thread to the tip of a potted sapling. Keep the thread stretched and tie it to a peg or nail above a plant. What do you observe after 10 to 15 days? What tells us that the plant has grown taller? In all plants, it is mainly the width and height of the stem that grows. As they grow, some plants develop branches while others do not. Though all living things grow, animals grow only for a certain period. Plants, on the other hand, grow as long as they live. The growth of living things occurs from within the body, which means that growth occurs in all parts of the body. Use your brain power. What differences do you see in the growth of trees like the mango, banyan, and peepal, and that of the bamboo, coconut? Sub branches are given out. This increases food. Coconut and toddy plants do not develop branches. They grow tall without branching. Food is necessary for growth. Plants make their own food in sunlight. Plants produce food from water, nutrients in the soil, and the carbon dioxide present in the air. This process takes place in the leaves of the plants. It is brought about in the presence of sunlight with the help of the chlorophyll in the leaves. This process of food production is called photosynthesis. During this process, plants give out oxygen. Plants appear mainly green in color due to the chlorophyll own food. Search for animals, however, or keep your hand on your chest. What do you feel? 2. etc., have specific organs on their stems and leaves. Respiration used by the is a characteristic of living things. Can you tell? 1. Is all the food we eat used by the body? Answer. All the food that we eat is not used by the body. Some part which is not essential and some which is not digested is thrown out of the body. 2. What is the unused part of food converted into? Answer. The unused food is converted into excreta or feces. Excretion. Waste substances are excretion is a characteristic of the babool, that is acacia or drumstick trees, is waste product of and discuss. Have you experienced this? What happened immediately after the following actions? 1. Light flashed suddenly into your eyes. Answer. The eyes are immediately shut or we may instantly blink. 2. Suddenly you felt a pinprick. Answer. We feel intense pain and thus we instantly withdraw our hand. 3. The leaves of the mimosa plant were touched. Answer. The leaves of mimosa plants are folded at once upon touching. 4. At sunset, lamps on the street or courtyard are lit and insects gather around the lamps. Answer. If the lamps are switched off, the insects go away. However, if the lamps are switched on, they are attracted towards the light and are seen flocking near the lamp. Responsiveness to stimuli and movement. Living things act in various ways when responding to a stimulus. If you suddenly enter a cowshed, the cows and buffaloes stand up, begin to move. One or two may even start moving. These are called movements. A creeper planted in the courtyard leans towards a support. A potted plant placed in a window grows towards sunlight. It means that plants too show movement. Living things move of their own accord. The movement or the change taking place in a living thing at such a time is their response to a stimulus. An event that occurs in our surroundings is a stimulus. The ability of living things to respond to a stimulus is called their responsiveness to stimuli. Responsiveness to stimuli is a characteristic of living things. Use your brain power. 1. In each of the examples given above, What is the stimulus and what is the response? Answer. The sudden flash of light, pinprick, touch, and light of the lamp are all stimuli. The action taken upon these stimuli are the responses. Responsiveness towards stimuli, but they cannot change their place. Blooming of the face on their own will and can move on their own accord. Can you tell what plants are shown to perform process of reproduction? Answer. The process of reproduction is shown in the above pictures. Plants are shown to perform process of reproduction in different ways. Bryophyllum is growing new plantlets through its leaf. Rose plant would develop a new sapling through its cuttings. Birds produce eggs. Things like them all is seen along. Some animals give birth to the young. Reproduction. Some lay eggs. Things other living things hatch out. Your brain visuals of their species are added on the earth. That is a definite lifespan. At a certain stage of life, living things become capable of reproduction. After the reproduction stage, their organs become weak, and still later, their life comes to an end. In other words, living things die. The lifespans of different animals and plants are different. For example, the lifespan of the dog is about 12 to 18 years, while the ostrich lives for 50 years. You may have wondered what exactly the living things are, how they came into being, and so on. Do you know? The lifespan of the giant turtle found on the Galapagos Island in South America are they made of? Answer. You may have seen the small compartments of a honeycomb. These firmly join the bricks together. A cellular structure are brought about with the help of these microscopic cells. Some living things are made of a single cell. These are called unicellular organisms. On the other hand, the living things that are made of many cells are called multicellular organisms. The amoeba and some other microorganisms are unicellular, while man, cow, mouse, cockroach, elephants, banyan tree, the onion plant, its work characteristic of latitudes that work way Yeah. 8. In case you find an unfamiliar plant or animal in of India, 1916, respectively. In case you find an unfamiliar plant or animal in your surroundings, you can communicate with these institutes to obtain more information about it. Can you tell in what way are plants and animals useful to us? Answer. We use plant materials in most of our daily routine. Plants provide us with food in the form of grains, fruits, vegetables, etc. Minor illnesses. Plants like cotton and jute provide us with fibers. In this way, all the basic needs of man, that is, food, shelter, and clothing, are fulfilled by plants. Domesticated animals are useful to us in many ways. Animals provide us with food in the form of milk, meat, eggs, etc. The occupations like poultry, dairy, fishery are dependent on animals. Animals like oxen, horse, and camel are used for transportation. Earthworm helps in decomposition of wastes and makes the soil fertile. It is thus a friend of the farmers. Some insects like honeybees lack insect, silk moth, industrial purposes. For example, fenugreek, which is methi, potato, okra, which is bhindi, apple, banana are used as food, while used as medicines, which is animals are also useful to us. Dogs, all are used as food, while animals like horses, oxen, camel prove useful in various occupations. The earthworm is very useful in agriculture. Harmful living things. Some animals and plants around us are harmful to man. For example, mosquitoes and flies spread diseases. Cockroaches, mice, rats destroy our food. Lice, ticks also spread diseases. The bites of some poisonous lizards, spiders, snakes, and scorpions can even cause death. If wild elephants enter human settlements, wild animals that hunt other animals for food are called due to deforestation. Such animals enter human settlements in search of food and may kill domestic animals or people. Find out. Watch TV channels such as National Geographic, Discovery, and collect information regarding various plants and animals found in our surroundings. Have a class discussion with reference to the collected information. Always remember, many plants and animals in nature satisfy our needs. The use of such plants and animals should be restricted only to our needs. We should not pluck leaves, flowers, and fruit unnecessarily. Animals should not be hunted. They should not be teased just for fun. It is the responsibility and duty of all of us to protect plants and animals. What we have learned: growth, respiration, span, excretion, cellular reproduction, are responsiveness to stimuli, movement, a definite lifespan, and a cellular structure are the characteristics of living things. Animals grow for certain period of their life. Plants, however, grow as long as they live. Animals have specific organs for respiration, while plants respire through microscopic pores on their leaves and stems. The process of eliminating waste products from the body is called excretion. All living things have the ability to reproduce. Living things move because of their ability to respond to stimuli. Plants show spontaneous movements, but they cannot leave their place and go elsewhere as animals do. And plants are living things have a definite lifespan at the end of which they die. Many animals and plants are useful to us in our daily life. Some animals and plants can be harmful to us. The smallest unit of a living thing is the cell.